Hi guys, today we're gonna talk about the most famous subatomic particles, electron, proton and neutron. This video you'll understand what they are, their task. Let's do that. The first subatomic particle that was discovered is electron. Electron was discovered by J.J. Thomson. I will talk about it in this video by his famous explanation, cathedral. Electrons have negative charge and they orbit around the nucleus. The weight of electron is so light, as light as we can ignore it when we compare it with proton and neutron. So practically we say the weight of electron is something about nothing. As I said, they circle around the nucleus and they are effective in chemical properties. This is the reason that in periodic table, the elements that have the same electron valence, they put in the same column. This means any elements in the same columns have same chemical properties because the number of their electron, the last shell or the valence electrons are same. The next subatomic particle that was discovered by Rutherford is proton. It is in the nucleus. The weight of proton is 36 times more than electron, so it's so heavier than electron, and its charge is positive, and it is effective in atomic number. As we know, Moseley said any element has its own number of atoms when he was searching an atom by X-ray, and the atomic number is represented by the symbol Z. So it is obvious for us that when the number of proton is changed, in fact, our kind of atom will be changed. And as I said, protons are in the nucleus. The next subatomic particle is neutron. Neutron was discovered by Chadwick. He was a student of the Rutherford, and he said that in the nucleus we need one more particle for getting atom more stable, and that was neutron. And it is obvious from its name that its charge is neutral. It is a little heavier than proton, and it is 1838 times heavier than electron. As I said, it is in the nucleus, it's like proton, and as it is heavy, so it is so effective for finding atomic mass. Now that we have a sense about electron, proton, and neutron, let's find out when one of them is changed, what will happen to atom. But first, let's talk about electron. In the neutral mode, the number of electron and proton are equal. But when an atom gain or lose the electron, it will become ion. So when the electrons change, ion will arise. But sometimes we mix up that when the ion is positive and when the ion is negative. I will give you a trick. Look at my both hand. Imagine that it is electron and this one is proton. Each one of them that be in the higher place, the ion take the charge of that side. As we know, proton are positive and electron are negative. When an atom take electron, the number of electron will increase. So we see electron in a higher place and our ion will take the negative side. On the contrary, when the atom loses electron, the number of electrons will decrease. So we see proton in a higher place. As protons are positive, the sign of our charge will become positive. And don't forget, ion in a positive charge is called cation, and in negative charge are called anion. It's their name. And now let's talk about the proton. When the numbers of protons change, what will happen to the atom? The atom will change completely. For example, when the number of protons in an atom is only 1, the name of that atom is hydrogen. But when you give one more proton to its nucleus, we have 2 protons in our nucleus. And the atom with 2 protons is helium. As you see, the name of our atom is changed completely. As we know, the number of protons apply to atomic number, and the atomic number is the identification of an atom. Any atom with their different atomic number has its own name. So when the number of protons is changed, the kind of atom will be changed. And last, the neutron. When the neutron has some change, isotope. will be created. As Frederick Sally said, there are some atoms that they have the same number of protons, but their mass are different. And we find out the difference between these atoms that have same atomic number but different mass number are between their neutrons. So when the number of neutrons is changed and the number of protons are constant, isotope is created. For example, in here we have two atoms, the same atomic number but different mass number. So these two are isotopes. Now that we know what is the atomic number and the mass number, let's solve one question. For example, this question, we have an atom and its mass number is 36 and the difference between the number of its proton and neutron is 4. The question wants us to calculate its atomic number. Let's do it. As we know, the mass number is a summation of atomic number and neutron number. And we know the atomic number are the amount of protons. So Z plus n equal 36 as the question gave it to us. And it said the difference between neutron and proton is 4. So n minus Z equal 4. But one question, why n minus Z? Why I didn't say Z minus n? Because always the number of neutron is equal or more than proton, except in hydrogen that it has no neutron. So we have to write n minus Z. So here we have the simple calculation. When we done it, the number of n becomes 20. And as the n has 4 units more than proton, the number of protons will become 20 minus 4 and it is 16. So the number of proton or atomic number is 16 in this question. Good luck!